Well, man, Charlotte and I were riding the four-wheeler up and down this road. We came over here to check the pig water. Let me turn the camera around and show you. But Charlotte and I were running up and down the road to come over here and check the water for these pigs. These are our breeding gilts. We put the boar in here with them, about 3 or 4 days ago, last week actually. And we had a interesting little response. I put this water tank in here earlier, a couple of days ago, and I just wanted to make sure that it was working right. We drove by and I saw a little flash of white. That little flash of white turned in right here. There it is right there. And you can see that we had some piglets born to this Duroc sow. These little piglets are supposed to be Duroc that came from her. She's the only one in milk, the only one that's not the only one that's pregnant, but the only one that's nearly this far along. And you can see that her milk's in. I haven't tried milking her yet, but her milk's in. And I got her March 15th along with that little Berkshire there and three others that are in here somewhere. The boar that we have is a Berkshire, and that belting across the shoulders there, the white belting across the front shoulders, is very clearly a Hampshire type genetic. So all that to say, we have some wild surprises over here. The farrowing pigs typically are 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days in gestation. And the pigs are typically 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days in gestation. They can go another day or two depending on the breed. Berkshires can take a couple days extra. But all that to say, I got them on March 15th, and these piglets must have been sired about February 21st. So all that to say, and then when we had them, they were quarantined from all our pigs, especially the boar, for another month. So all that to say, we ended up with some unexpected. We ended up with some unexpected piglets over here from this brown uh, red Duroc. Hey Nancy Terriman, did I pronounce that correctly? That cute little piglets. Um, they're really small. They were not here yesterday. So, um, um, first time gifts. This is her first time. She's barely a year old. So, typically they will have smaller litters. She had two others that did not make it through the birthing process, or one that did not, and then maybe one more that um, had some issues. So these three are the only ones alive. Um, but there's no telling. Uh, no telling what to expect. And it's fine for her to farrow out here. These other pigs will help protect her babies. It's amazing that even a day, less than a day old, that these piglets will be moving around as much as they are. One of the main things for us to do today um, will be to make sure that they nurse. She's been sitting here just like that, and we've they've got to nurse if they're going to survive. Um, will we be intervening? There's nothing really to intervene about right now, other than to make sure that they have a nice place to stay, and they do. In this weather, there's nothing that the piglets need. We've never had issues with sows eating other sows' piglets. Um, right now, my main concern is that this Duroc sow now, she's no longer a gilt, but this Duroc sow now, she's not showing them a whole lot of attention. And honestly, the thing that bothers me a good bit about it is that she's not keeping these other pigs away from them. And other pigs are cautious for piglets, but sometimes, um, see, you can see that there's a little rough stuff going on there, and I don't like where she is. So I may wind up separating her and those piglets and giving her additional food. The main thing that we do when we separate the sows is we get them some free choice food, and all of these, because they're in the process of being bred, we have them on a free choice drop feeder. They can eat all the grain they want. It's through the woods over there, probably 125 feet or so. So she can get all the nutrition that she needs. And that's one of the main ways that we intervene, to answer your question, is to make sure that the sow that's in milk has all the feed that she can eat. Um, Typically, when they're farrowing, we would not be giving them free choice feed because we don't want the sow. See that one, that Burke right there, I believe is pregnant in the early stages. This gilt is her mammary glands. There's a little bit of development there. This is one of the new ones, and she from Yazoo County, Mississippi, and she is a friendly thing. Um, but anyway, that's the main concern: making sure she's got plenty to eat, plenty to drink, and that the piglets won't be squished. So, Nancy, where are you from? Steve Lane. Oh, is that the Steve? I was talking to you earlier on Facebook, I believe. Yeah, Steve, I've never had any luck doing that either. Sometimes if we can get them, that's the kind of foolishness right there that gets piglets hurt. Sometimes if we can get them just to have enough, let them nurse just long enough to get some colostrum. But if piglets don't get colostrum, they'll eat, and they'll eat, but they'll still die of near starvation. Um, so far, she hadn't let them nurse. We've been here. How long have we been here, Charlotte? Yeah, we've been out here 20 minutes or so, maybe a little longer. But she hadn't nursed or shown much care for them. Like I say, the 5 new sows in here are not proven. Their genetic lines are unknown. I was just looking for a little genetic diversity and got them at a price that I'll sell them as feeders if they don't make good mothers. We'll make sausage out of them. Um, so we'll see how that goes. Now that one, she's mostly Berkshire with some Hampshire, but she shows more Duroc than Hamp. That's one that has really good mothering genetics, and you can see that she's got 14 or 7 pair of teats there. But we'll see what happens. Of course, with first-time gilts, you never know how they're gonna act. She'll probably get another chance as early as this is. She's, like I say, she's not quite a year old even now, and she's bred about 2 or 3 months earlier than I probably would have done it if I'd had my choices. She's a little underfed. She's actually older than any of these over here. Um, no, she's not older than Ferdinand, but all these gilts in here are older than these three, and they're just larger. They were just not fed optimally um, prior to us getting them. Um, they are looking, but they're just about always looking. This is not, um, Nancy, you say they're looking for milk. Yeah, so the sows will a lot of times stay just like she is now. Let me move my hand so I can focus. Um, they'll stay on the ground, teats down, and then uh, they'll flop over, make a few grunting calls for their piglets, and invite them to come over and nurse. Well, I'll be. No, she's doing that to cool off, I think. Let me step back a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do them. This is aggravating. Probably what I'll do is bring some water and make a wallow down there in a little depression over here. It'll be easy to get to for the tractor, and I've done it some, and that'll pull a lot of these bigger gilts away, give them more space to cool around and wallow in. So that's what I'll go do. But well, there she's trying. But see how the mama pulled the leg up. Um, but yeah, she's not grunting, she's not nursing, she's just trying to cool back. But typically they'll sit just like that and then start grunting, inviting the babies to nurse. Of course, within the first 24 hours, they nurse a lot more frequently than others. Let's see what she does there. That's what we're looking for right there. That gilt scratching herself. She's still not grunting. She's not really inviting them to nurse. She's just trying to cool off. Um, Steve, I give a potential mama twice as well. If she's farrowed once before, occasionally I'll get a sow that's farrowed a time or two. And if she's farrowed before and just doesn't work in my system, I'll go and cull her. I had one that I did that with. This one here, um, we'll get another chance no matter what, probably, as well. Um, yeah, just like that. I don't like how she flopped her back just then. One thing, she was up and walking around before we went live, and what I liked about that is she came back, and when she lay down, she put her front legs down and then slowly eased her backside down and rolled over. And that's typically the kind of behavior that we see with really good genetics, mothering instincts. I mean, is they'll be real cautious. Of course, they'll still roll over a baby from time to time, It's if they pay attention to the squealing or not. That'll be the most important thing. Um, she did read the script. Uh, oh, sterigma. Sterigma. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Um, we had a manga boar that jumped through 5 electric fences one time, and that little joker or big joker, he wound up breeding, I don't know, 10 or 12 different ones. And Chester Whites, they weren't good breeding genetics, not good mothering instincts. Look at how it's rubbing, scratching itself against the other baby. Um, but yeah, I'll have to go back and say, I think I was planning on them breeding now. It's possible that she would have been bred back April 30th, roughly around that time frame, and that would have been okay. A tad earlier, she just a couple jumped through a fence to get to the boar, so I moved them together at that point. Um, but new mothers pretty do have to kind of figure things out sometimes. But yeah, we'll move. In fact, you can see those gilts over there in that place where I said I was going to dump some water. Um, if I move them over there, they'll still come get water over here to drink, but they won't be trying to lay down right next to the water hole, to the water tank like that. Hey, Charlotte, can you hold that for me? Let's see. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, there's milk. Come on, get up. Get up. Come on. You think that's a love pat, don't you? Um, oh, yeah, she's in milk. So she's got milk. That's good. Uh-oh. Oh, that one's going after. That's it. Hey, Bubba Lawler says, hey, Charlotte. Hey, that's Mr. Bubba. All right, you get on up. Come on. No, I don't want to hit her in the face. I just want her to move. Come on. Oop. Who, the Berkshire? Yeah. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to treat them for. No, that's an ant. Uh, she's got lice on her. That's gonna be fun to. So, Mojo, where's the bulldog at? We don't have any bulldogs, unfortunately. Um, Nancy, the reason this one's so close, she just wants to be on this cooler ground. They're in the woods. It's dry. I mean, it's dry, dry out here. And I've dumped water over there where those are lying down, and it's kind of cooled ground. But when I put this water tank here, of course, they're drinking out of it, and they'll splash a little water on the ground. And so the ground here, not muddy, but it's moist, and they're cooling off in it. And that's the main reason this one doesn't want to leave. To get her out, I would have to um, get a little violent with her. She's a big baby and decides to do whatever she wants to do. Uh, um, yeah, Jane Lima, your dog is cute. Yeah, that she acts more like a puppy dog than anything. Um, Hi, Aaron. Hope you're doing well. Uh, Melissa Sanchez is on here now. Olivia Carter says farm sheep, not pigs. Um, I just soon take a whooping as deal with sheep right now. Pigs are much, much better animals, especially for our farm. We do have cattle already, and so the pigs are pretty complimentary. Um, the Are pigs profitable? Yes, if you direct sell and depend on how you raise them. If you try to compete with commercial growers, no, but we raise pigs. As you can see out here in the woods, we've got 10 acres of pasture. If you look straight through there, you can see some open way in the back. That's 10 acres of cover crop fields that we put our pigs in and graze them on. It's just too hot for these big ones. We've got some babies out there right now. I say babies, 2, 3, 4 month old ones. And then, but if you raise a better product, they are profitable. Marketing is a little bit of a challenge. Muhammad Ramani says is nasty. I guess he's saying the pigs are nasty. Do you have any tips for bees in my head? I'm not sure what you mean, stringed path. Oh, Muhammad says pig is only animal that eats his poop. That's not accurate. A lot of animals do that, but pigs generally do not if they are fed well. That's a whole nother story. Um, but anyway, I think you might need to know a little bit more about pigs and other stuff. You could say a similar thing about people. People are the only animals that eat each other. It's not true, but there have been select cases of cannibalism as well. I love pigs, says Janice G. We love pigs too here on the farm. Um, Bob Smith, something happened with a message there. I'm not sure what happened. Um, Okay, I'm not going to address the comments fighting about whether pigs eat their own, are the only animal that eats their own feces and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of there's just a little bit of truth there and not much really good truth. Um, Nancy, you see some of our other videos, it looks like, especially the ones about the crops we're raising to feed our pigs. Well, thanks for watching. Will Silva, I love me some bacon. I do too. The pigs will clear that brush out in no time. Yes, they will. Goats would do a better job of it. This area right here is a little, has a little bit more brushy stuff. Partially you can see the road right here, so a little more light gets in from the canopy there. But also some of this, like that sweet gum here, I have thinned some of these out and did not kill all of the regrowth. That's part of the reason the pigs are in here, to do that. But just to open up the edges a little bit, I love how pigs, you can see these jokers have been tearing apart these half-rotten logs. They're doing that looking for grubs and all kinds of stuff, so they help it break down. And then, of course, they'll go through and tear up some of this coppicing that happens, or the regrowth from trees that are cut. Marie Roa, me subscribe to your channel. I'm sorry, I'm not real good with, I guess that's Spanish. Anyway. Oh, wow, we've gotten a lot of comments while I've been running off at the mouth and prattling. So, all right, back to it. It's a pig, yes. Triple play prods, it is a pig. I like good smoked ham, but I'll tell you what, our smoked sausage, we have a jalapeno and cheddar, and my favorite is the jalapeno and pepper jack. And I'm not a particular fan of pepper jack cheese, but man, the jalapeno and pepper jack smoked sausage is out of this world. Terry Jean says, hi, another day on the farm. And Charlotte's gotten bored with this. She's gotten some insects. Mosquitoes are out right now. But she says hi to you, Charlotte. If you say hi, Journey, I'll sub. Hi, Journey. I guess that is you. Thanks for joining us today. Muhammad, these are not wild pigs. These are domestic pigs. Anyway. Can you say hi to my friend Mike, who cheese hairy, he has cancer and he loves you. Well, hello, Mike. That's a lot of repeating that. What's the pig doing in the water? Cooling off. In fact, when we go turn the sprinklers on, Charlotte likes to jump in the pond, don't you, Char? She likes to jump in the pond, same way these pigs do. Stick their front feet in here. They can't get in any farther because of the electric fence right there. They'll break off the tank and the valve and all that. But they're just cooling off in the water. Piggy's so cute. What's your favorite movie? Looking for a good one to watch. Oh, goodness. What's your favorite movie, Charlotte? Charlotte says she doesn't know what her favorite movie is. Um, there are lots of good ones. Lonesome Dove, the novel, I think, is better than the TV series, but that's always a good one. Um, Divinity Lambert, yes, they are friendly enough to let me touch the babies. Um, Charlotte says no. She had one charger one time. I have, you see, there. It's when they start squealing that it upsets the mother more than anything. Um, but in a couple days, these babies will be wild as all get out. They'll calm down as they get more comfortable with us. But yes, they'll let us handle them. There are 2 males and 1 female here. Um, do you sell any of those pigs or do you raise them for your family? We do sell them. We sell retail cuts of meat through our website, dowdlefamilyfarms.com. We also sell whole and half pigs. For customers, we deliver them to the processor in Kosciuszko, Mississippi, and they pick them up. Um, so uh, that's a lot of pork. It's a whole lot of pork. Um, they are cute. Chicken's all right. Rage 6605. I like chicken too, but it's not nearly as good. Um, who started a live stream of me after work? um, these will be ready to go to the processor. It's going to be probably around Christmas or February. Um, the 2 males I'll probably keep as intact. So I'm not sure if they survive. So I'm not sure. I know I've got one person that wants an intact male that's not related to our boar. And so there'll be a good opportunity here. Um, anyway, will you ever sell dog meat? No, we don't sell dog meat. Um, I suspect I know where you're going with that, but let's move on down the road. Um, yes, pigs are incredibly affectionate and playful when young. Interestingly enough, some of these 2 Berkshires right here are very affectionate. They'll come up. Of course, they're more interested right now in getting some rest, but they love getting their heads rubbed and being affectionate. The boar, let me see if I can find him. He is, where, baby? Okay. Oh, there he is, way back. Number 9, this is her right here. This is one of ours here as well. And she is really affectionate. She'll come up and start scratching herself. Watch her. See how she's leaning over? She just likes getting scratched and rubbed on. So, the laws on selling it are not clear. Can you process it and sell it, or does the government get involved? Government's involved in anything, whether we like it or not. I process the pork that my family eats myself for the most part. There's some retail cuts that if they don't sell well or if the packages are not sealed, that we will eat. But for the most part, I usually process most of the pork my family eats myself. And then what's that, baby? Yeah. But yes, they can be very affectionate. On selling pork here in the U.S., to abide by the USDA regulations, um, you have to have it killed and processed, slaughtered and processed at a state inspected facility or in a USDA inspected facility with an inspector on site. As it turns out, that's how we do it for our retail sales of meat if you're going to be reselling it. You can't ship or carry it between states with state inspection either. That's got to be USDA inspection. This is the boar here. He is cool and big. His name is Ferdinand. He's got a split hoof that I've come to look at. Hey, buddy. Um, he hadn't been feeling well. I'm going to have to check on him, but he is a big baby. No, it's okay. Yeah, you aren't feeling well, are you? Normally, I'll rub his head and he'll bob it up and down. I had surgery almost a year ago, and when I got home from the hospital, he knocked me down and laid in my lap and started. He was just wanting head rubs and all. Um, but he's not feeling well at all. Hey, buddy. Yeah, he was limping a little bit. Um, yeah, he's got, see that split right there on his hoof? He's got a split on his hoof there. Anyway, let me get back to answering the questions. Are they going to become future bacon? Yes, many of these will become pork that we consume, either our family or the families of our customers. We sell that through daddlefamilyfarms.com if you're interested. But they're also, some of them are breeders. I'm in the process of developing genetic lines of very productive pigs on pasture. Um, it's hard to get pigs, period, but it's also even more difficult sometimes to get pigs that perform well on pasture where they can gain weight, forage really well. And we've got a series of some that do. Um, we also need good mothering instincts. Most of the mothering instincts are bred out of pigs because they've been done in gestation crates, and even on farms where they're raised in dirt. Um, Many times these pigs they just don't have the mothering instincts. They'll squash pigs, and so that's one of the things we look for are good mothering instincts. I don't want to be out here pulling pigs off of mamas. Um, they get lazy as they get bigger, but still very loving. I had one for a while. And Grandpa didn't tell. We called him pork chops. He was food. Yeah, they can still be really playful. In fact, they'll run and follow us around throughout the farm sometimes. Much of a package of pork chops? Honestly, I don't remember. Our pork chops are around $9 or $10 a pound, roughly. If that gives you an idea. Shipping is what it may be a little bit more, a little bit less. I just don't remember anymore. Uh, is the Earth round or flat? That's an interesting question. Um, uh, what's the charge for processing? Um, it does eat into the profits. Our profit cost for retail sales push $325 to $400, depending on how we have it processed. Um, Is the earth round or flat? I'm not sure why you're asking that, kitty bug. It seems pretty obvious to me. Um, um, hello, Ella Frapp. Uh, anyway, well, we've been on here for quite some time. It hadn't been an hour, baby. It's been 40 minutes and 47 seconds so far. We're going to head on and continue to get stuff done, but just wanted to let y'all know. Oh, there you go. See, the babies are. See, that's not a good sign. I just picked that one up. And the gilt didn't even, when it was kind of crying a little bit, the gilt didn't even respond. I would prefer that she sat up and tried to take my head off there. But anyway. Now that was crazy. Yeah, I need to go. I need to go get that water done.
Daddy. Hey, Dad.
Hi, Aaron. I've already done that. How can I order? Go to dowdlefamilyfarms.com. We don't have all the inventory on site yet from the pork. We just got back from the processor. But if you will go onto the website, you can sign up to our email list. I send an email 1 to 3 times a month, just updating on the farm and new products in stock, and I'll let everybody know when we get that done. Samuel Schuler, I don't think she's finished having pigs. I'm not sure that she is either, boss. Um, um, happy birthday, Ming. Hey, Ashton. Uh, there's Madeline, Furious, the quiet kid. Found my lost mom. That's good, I guess. Um, anyway, we're going to go get these pigs away from the sow and the mother by putting some water over here and creating more of a wallow for them. But I hope y'all have a great day. See what we got to go do. Anyway, Esme, these piglets are, I don't know, less than 24 hours old right now. They were not here when I was here last night after dark. So this was kind of an unexpected surprise. Well, I guess a surprise is always unexpected, but I knew she was pregnant and she was filling up, but a lot of times sows will, especially gilts, will start showing signs of mammary gland development really early on into their milking. So anyway, into their pregnancies. So sometimes as much as several weeks, 2 months or so. So you just never know what to expect. All right, y'all, sorry, we need to cut this off and get these pigs off of here. They're starting to endanger. I know. We're gonna go get these away from them and take care of that. But y'all have a good weekend. Happy Father's Day to all of you. And thank y'all for stopping in. Y'all take care, and we will talk to you soon.